yung tinatawag na PAC-SILICA. Meron na ho tayong 24 member countries. Wala ho itong mekanismo to compel, and kung gusto ho natin umalis na dito, wala ho tayong kailangan gawin kasi it's really a non-binding declaration of shared principles. Ang objective ho talaga natin is, number one, to really move from a predominantly labor and services-driven economy to one that is technology-driven. To be able to process the minerals that we are exporting now in largely unprocessed form. So halos mga lupa lang ho yan na ine-export natin ngayon and primarily directed to one particular country. Kawawa naman ho tayo kung hindi natin madadagdagan man lang ng value dito yung minerals na yun. Sayang naman ho dahil marami pa hong minerals, pag in-extract mo yun, halimbawa nickel ore. Pag in-extract mo yung nickel ore, makikita mo hindi lang pala yung nickel yung nandito, cobalt din pala. So mga high value products yun to na dati ho tinitignan natin from green minerals dahil sila ho yung kailangan sa mga, for example, batteries for energy transition. Dati ho tinitignan natin to process these green minerals to green metals, but with PAC-SILICA and our designation now as a trusted partner for AI technology, may opportunity ho tayo na i-upgrade pa natin yung ambisyon natin, not just for green minerals, green metals, but also to green tech metals. Yun yung mga pumapasok nga to the AI ecosystem. And then, very important, aside from the mineral processing, would be to reposition the country from a low-value semiconductor source country to a higher value geared towards the AI ecosystem. And we will be leveraging three important comparative advantages of the Philippines. Number one, yung minerals ho natin. Number two, our demographics. Ito yung pinaka-importante sa atin. Nabanggit ko ng mga senador natin kanina. Very important yung ating mga workforce na bata. Pero kailangang i-train. That's why we are all in for technology transfer. But the technology transfer will not just be based on what is written in the contract. It is all, ang pinaka-importanting determinant to ng technology transfer is the absorptive capacity of the country. Gaano ho ba kahanda yung ating mga Gen Z at saka mga Gen Alpha? Halimbawa, natitrain ba sila na ating mga educational institutions, training institutions to absorb this? And then yung another component ho, yung ating mga Filipino companies. How are they able to take part of this AI ecosystem? Kasi kahit na i-force natin yung technology transfer, kung wala ka namang absorptive capacity, wala akong mangyayari.